All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this session. Today, we are on the last day of our summit. I'm super excited because all the speakers showed up and they're actually sharing valuable information. So in this session, we have Vanessa Okumu, who will be discussing with us a nice topic. So before we go to the topic, let me first give you a brief of who Vanessa is. Vanessa Ochako Okumu is the founder of Lilac Customer Care Service Consultancy. She first gained an interest in customer care 10 years ago when she had landed a first job as a secretary. The interest quickly developed into a passion, which she then developed into her chosen career in 2017. Since then, she has been dedicated to understanding the most effective and efficient ways to help individuals and businesses deliver 5-star customer care services at the same time increasing profit margin through training and consultation. Along with the skills gained, she has been able to design effective goal-specific training programs and pinpoint flaws within a client business current customer care delivery habits, correcting them in a way that is both easy, unique to understand, manageable within their needs and circumstances. Vanessa believes that there is a more valuable and beneficial way to deliver products and give services where customers are earned rather than being bought, and this is by rendering 5-star services and product delivery. She is passionate about this, and her mission is to help individuals, companies, businesses, and events achieve it. So Vanessa's topic today is how to be unlimited in growing your brand, image, and loyalty. This is a topic that will give you proven steps on how to build your brand visibility and credibility in your niche market. I am sure from that brief, we are going to hear something very unique from Vanessa on how we can increase our visibility, because everybody wants to build their businesses and to make it more profitable. So without further ado, let me hand over now to Vanessa so that she can take over and take us through today's presentation. Vanessa, over to you.
Thank you so much, Lucy. Welcome, everyone. Being the last day, I believe that we have really gained a lot on the past sessions. As you have been told, my name is Vanessa. Be Unlimited Africa Summit. I'll just go straight to the lessons. So our first question is how to be unlimited in growing your brand image and loyalty. Our learning objectives is at the end of this session, one will be able to know why is good service important, recognize the different customers, develop methods to measure customer satisfaction, understand the importance of the provision of good customer service, identify customer and organizational needs and expectations in respect of service levels. I also describe the difference between strong and weak customer care, recognize how to present a professional image, and also identify the techniques used to handle customer complaints. I'll just share with us my screen. Sorry for that. I will just, even as I share my screen, we'll go to customer service. We find that customer service, there's solution, there's a friendly, there's a positivity. We have support, that is the 27. And then we have quality, we also have knowledge within us. So with customer care, we believe that the service is so important because of the intense competition between businesses. We also have customers having a choice. in the market. It is also the only thing that can make us different from our competitors as a business. That is the only niche that can make you different from what your competitors are delivering. We also have satisfied and delighted customers will always come back. We also have dissatisfied customers will not come back. We also see in a way that employees are customers. Why do we say that employees are customers? Because as a customer will always be on the top, and then you in between, and then we have employees who surround you. We have employees who surround your business. And also we believe that customers demand service that is personalized and convenient to them, and also efficient. And that ignoring these expectations imperils the bottom line. So however, or if we are going to focus only to the external customers, we believe that internal customers come first in businesses. We also have different pyramids when it comes to customer care. I'll share, I'm trying to just share from my side. We have the top management, that is pyramid one. So pyramid one, it starts with the top management. Yes.
You have clicked the share screen at the bottom, eh?
Yes, I have. Just a minute.
Share screen, the green button, yeah. Have you clicked?
Yes, I have. I'm just trying to get it. No, it's not taking me to where the document is. Just a minute.
You may need to open the document first, then you click share the screen. It's okay if then we can continue.
It's okay. I don't know if you are all able now to see it.
No, not yet. I can see another connection from yourself. It's saying audio connecting.
Recording in progress.
As I was saying, we have pyramids. Yes, we have 2 pyramids in customer care. So the first pyramid has the top management way down to customers. So that is the top management, executives, managers, supervisors, frontline personnel, and then customers come at the bottom. Now we see that this traditional organization, this has always been there, and it has always given the management the first priority instead of the customer being given the first priority. So we see that this kind of pyramid, we see that the P's increase towards the top of organization. We also see that people work for the levels above them. And then we also see that excessive attention is too little and the rank, but very little attention to the customer satisfaction. And then we have our number 2 pyramid, that is the customer-oriented organization. So the second one, we see that the customer comes at the top as the number 1. The second one, we see the frontline personnel. The third one is the supervisors. A fourth is managers, executives, and then the topmost management comes as the last people. So we see that this kind of customer-oriented organization, the customers are considered the most important to the success and survival of the organization. We also see that the customer is the boss. People in the organization work for the customer because it is upward way. And also, we see that the customers have the highest status, the importance, and the power. That is why we are told that a customer is always right in everything. So we see that this one is an upward way where the customer is given the first attention. We also see that we have customers' expectations. That is, the customer will always expect the core service to meet their needs for quality, expect polite treatment at all times, even when they are being difficult themselves as the customers. We also see that there's need to see attention is being paid to their request. We also see that a customer always wants to feel their needs are important. And also we see that they don't want to hear a no or I do not know. Customer will always believe that you as the personnel in the business, you know everything and you are always available to them. Another thing we also see is that the customer wants to feel secure in the knowledge that you have all the answers and all the solutions to their problems and their questions, and also the timing as to which you answer their questions, as to which you reply them also matters to the customer. We also find that customers want mistakes admitted. You will always have to admit and rectify the mistakes. If you want to be unlimited in your business, you want to be unlimited in your customer care delivery, you have to always admit and rectify the mistakes immediately when they happen. even if it is not going to be immediately, because some will take time. We have some businesses where you have to do an investigation, but at the first point when something happens, the first reply you're going to give to the customer, that one will either make the customer to stay or the customer will go away. And then we also see that the customer will always expect promises that have been made to be honored. Here we also see that when you make a promise to a customer, yes, we are going to deliver. At what time are you going to deliver? We are going to deliver in the next 10 minutes. Keep that time. That one also makes you to become a number one choice to the customer. And also with this, you will get loyalty from the customer. And again, the customer will have a chain whereby they will share your company to others. They will sell you to other people. We also see that the customer expects you to be able to find solutions immediately. If you don't have solution, that's why I've said that you can give them a timeline. But the first point, when something bad happens, or even a customer loses, maybe loses the products as Jafika Mapema. So what are you going to tell the customer? How are you going to react to the customer? Also, that one matters. We also see that as individuals, we have expectations. As businesses have expectations of us. So the first one is you are expected to receive the full training of a customer care and service provider. Why do I say so? Because with the training, it will help you to gain more insights on how to attend to your customer. How do you attend to a customer from the point of how do you get them? Once you get the customer, how do you retain this customer? And then you also don't want to retain a customer where a customer does not bring other customers, because businesses, we need to see change every day. You need to see an upward trend. You need to see a culture where the graph is reading going upwards. So how are you going to gain a customer who is going to deliver to you such? It's by you and your team gaining the full training. Once you're getting the full trainings, then you'll be able to deliver to your first customer. The next thing we need is you expect to be supported by your team, and also you need to be treated fairly with the customers. We also find that for an organization, an organization expects you to meet the organization's customer service policy. Most of the organizations we have worked with, and also the businesses, we have seen that there's no customer service policy. So with the customer service policy, it will help you. It will also guide you on what to deliver to customer, how you deliver it. And also if somebody joins you as a company, they'll be able to see there is a service policy that should be followed on how you deliver your services, on how you deliver your products to the customer, how you follow up on customer queries, how you even gain insights from customers by asking them questions about the products that you deliver, and even individuals, those who are your employees, how they deliver their services to the customer. That is the service policy. It guides the business. Also, we see that there's consistently deliver service standards, meet standards laid down in standard manuals, follow service procedures, meet legal standards related to the delivery of service, and also project a positive image at all times when dealing with customers. All this will be entailed in your customer service policy. We also see that there is effective communication. How do you communicate to your clients? The first person that the client sees, how that person is going to react, be it in facial expression, be it in voice. We also have voice intonation. That one will make the customer to either stay or go away. So we have realized that effective communication increases quality of service. It saves time, it improves customer care, it avoids misunderstandings because one will be very clear on what you are saying to the customer. And also it builds good relationship, creates a positive atmosphere, encourages open discussion, allows for achievement of goals. Also, we have the nod, that is the customer will be so happy. And also we have effective communication. With effective communication, be able to ask questions, or even the customer will be able to ask questions. So we also, it also helps in sticking to the subject. We also see that good customer relationship management, it makes the customer to be happy, that is delivering customer care. We also see it will help you to do an analysis of how you've been delivering your services to the customer. We also see there's documentation. How well do you do your documentations? If a customer comes to you today as a business, do you have, in the next 2-3 years, if someone was to come in and ask for the same customer's details, do you still have them? We also see there's PR, there's good communication, there's good database, and then with that one, we will see customer loyalty. We also have questions techniques. Question techniques is whereby you either ask open questions as a business, or you have closed questions, or reflecting questions. This is where a business, as a person delivering customer care, as a business, how do you talk to your customer? You don't want a situation whereby you use open questions where you should be using closed questions, or where you should be using reflecting questions, you use closed questions. So what are these open, closed, and reflecting questions? We have who, what, why, where, how, and when. Those ones are all open questions. We also have closed questions, which are do you, are you, is it, have you. We also have reflecting questions. Reflecting questions are to summarize and check back. The ones that you give a customer, you'll get back to them after a certain period maybe of time. We also see nonverbal techniques, which also help us to be unlimited when we deliver our services and our products to our clients. We also see that this one, nonverbal techniques, lets the customer know you are interested. How is your posture? How do you listen to the customer? What is your facial expression? This one also allows you to listen to the customer's feelings as well as their moods and words. The moment a customer walks up to you, regardless of what you are doing, make an immediate eye contact. That one will be able to help the customer realize that you are ready to hear them. You are ready to listen to them. If there is a problem, a challenge that you are facing, and the customer has come, some customers may come very harshly, but the first impression that you're going to give them, how you're going to look at them, the eye contact you are going to give to them will either cool them down, or it will make them either walk out or even talk very ill-manneredly to you, which will not be the case. But as a business, to be unlimited, it means that your facial expression, the eye contact, the first contact you're going to give to the client will make them stay. We also see there's a combined use of verbal and nonverbal communication. So for nonverbal communication, that is, you should only have 7% of actual words. As a business, you should not use more words. No matter what situation you're facing with the client, if it is a problem you are trying to solve, you should only use 7% of actual words. 38% should be your voice, your tone, your pitch, your pace, and the quality. How you are going to speak to the client, how you are going to speak to the customer. Remember, our customer, we have inside customer and outside customer. Sometimes we always find that in businesses, we always speak to the inside customer very harshly, in a way that will not make them work or even deliver. But with the kind of unlimited, if you want to be unlimited in your business, then with nonverbal communication, you have to make sure that your voice, your tone, your pitch, your pace, and the quality should be at 38%. And then we also have the body language. Also, that is a nonverbal communication. How you stand or how you sit when you are talking to the customer or the client will also give you an unlimited client. When you sit down, it should be at a straight point. You should not lean, or maybe you're touching your nose or your face. It should be straight. You sit straight, you speak to the customer. That one also sells, will sell you, will give you an upward, because the client will be like, you listened to them. Remember, we have also done the eye contact. We have listened to the eye contact. So eye contact with the posture will assure the client that you are listening to them. We also have telephone standards. That one we also fall on how you answer calls, how one is transferring calls, and how one replies the messages. Is it harsh? Is it soft? How do you speak to them? What is the tone, the kind of tone that you use to a customer? We also have, we are told that you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So first impression matters a lot in business. So an attitude is who you are. An attitude to customer is who the business is. If I am to sell a phone, let's say, for example, I have a company called Vanessa, and I want to sell the phone to a client. The attitude I'm going to use to sell this phone to the client, who am I? I am now a business called Vanessa. That is what I'm going to sell. So either you'll be someone who makes things happen, or someone who watches things happen, or someone who wonders what happens, or the last one, someone who is a negative thinker. All this will be expressed with the kind of attitude that you come with, even to sell to a client. Even your own customers, who are your first customers, who are your employees, the attitude that you talk to them with, the attitude on how you see them, how you talk to them, the tone of your voice, that one will either retain them or they will look forward to moving out. And as a businesses, we encourage a situation where someone will be able to work in a business for the next 5-10 years because of the progress, and also because of the clientele, and also because of the happiness, because of the goodness that the company does. When the company offers, or when a business has a good attitude, then we know that even the employees will have good attitude. And this one will trigger them and it will move to the customer. And when the customer gets good attitude, then we know that with one customer, you'll get 10 more from that. We also find that handling complaints. How does a business handle complaints? We ask, what are they? What are the complaints? So we categorize that one to be not just a complaint that a customer has come and complained about this and this and this about your business, but we categorize it as an opportunity to make things right. You've gotten an opportunity as the businesses to turn around how you deliver your customer, how you deliver your businesses to customer, how you deliver your products, how you deliver your services, how you care for the customer. We also see it as an opportunity to turn dissatisfied customers into delighted customers. We also take handling complaints as an opportunity to show care to these clients. Also to turn complainers into ambassadors, because we know and we believe, we have tried this one and it has worked, because when you handle a complaint of a customer well, from the instant, then this client, as a complainant who came to you, will turn to be an ambassador. The client will go and sell you, and this one will see you have an upward curve in your business. And then we also have listening. You listen to them, you apologize, you solve, and then you thank them. Always thank your customer on the information they have given you. If they have come with a complaint, after solving it, make sure you say a thank you word to them. How do you thank them? You can thank them by appreciating them with a card. You can offer them maybe an adjustment in the price of the products you're selling, or even just welcome them to come to your company, just have a chat with them. That one also, just to say a thank you. That one also, we've seen that one helps to make the most of the last chance that you had. The customer will feel happy and the customer will be able to sell you. We also have the professional image. Now this is the brand image for you to get the loyalty of the customers inside and also the customers from outside. This is whereby you acknowledge of your clientele who are inside and outside. We also have the smile. You have to apologize. You are friendly, you are welcoming, you are well-mannered. You use names. We also have that you can ask questions. You are sure the clients or even your customers of the quality. Also, we have that you be enthusiastic, also be confident, be welcoming, be helpful, be polite, and show that you care. Customer care is all about caring. as much as you are selling your products, then you are selling your products with care, that I care for this person. That is why I want to sell this product to them. We also believe that the professional image is from inside to outside. So if you have your employees, do they know your policies? Do they know the kind of professional image that you want to set outside there? Do they know the kind of brand image? Have you shown them the kind of brand image? Because we find it that the business owners, as a business owner, most of them, they only have the picture by themselves. But then the employees are not aware. They're not aware of the kind of brand image that you want. But if you make them have this, then they'll be able to deliver. They'll be able to embrace the customers, and the customers will be able even to go out there and sell you. We also find that there's a professionalism, there's patience, and then there's people first attitude. That is why you become so unlimited in how you sell your products, in how you talk to your customers, how you talk to your employees. If there's professionalism, if there's patience, that is, if there's a people first attitude, then you'll be able to be unlimited with how you offer your services to your clients. So up to there, I'd leave it to you to make a choice, to be unlimited on how you offer your services. Because any businesses, if I'm selling a pen, that is already a business. It doesn't matter however small it is. If I'm selling maybe a phone charger, or even if I'm selling a pin, then how I'm going to approach the client, how I'm going to talk to this client, then that one will either make the client to buy from me or check on the next door. So with the few remarks, I'd like to leave it at that. For any questions.
Thank you so much, Vanessa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have given us a lot of guidance on how to actually treat our customers with care. And checking the chat box, I can't see any comments or questions. Yes. Audience, please just type something so that we can ask some questions for Vanessa to respond to from her presentation. Questions? I can't see any questions at all. But maybe I can start a question, Vanessa.
Yes.
How do you deal with customers that are always complaining? You know, there's a customer that wants to buy your product. Let's say you have an address, but instead of negotiating, they start complaining about this, that, but perhaps they are trying to say you should be selling it cheaper. How do you deal with that using the care formula that you've just presented?
Thank you so much. How to deal with a complainant customer. So what we say is, when a customer, as a business, you'll always know how to gauge a customer. Either this customer will come with complaints not to buy, or the customer will come with genuine complaint, just so that you can be able to adjust your prices to their level. So you will always be able to gauge the two customers. Now, when you gauge the two customers, you make sure that you come in between the two. So the first thing you will do is listen to the customer. You wait for them to speak, give them the eye contact, relax when you are speaking to them, and then your body texture, your body picture also should welcome them. That one will always make this customer either to leave and say, no, I'm going to buy from you. Why? The way you have spoken to me, the way you've listened to me, you engage them. Yeah, you engage them up to the level where they will be able to buy from you. The first impression, remember you have said the first impression will either make the customer buy from you or not buy from you. If they are going to buy from you, however, how expensive you are, maybe let's say, for example, I'll give an example with maybe a car. The customer has come. The car is being sold at maybe 1 million. The client has 800,000. As a business, you can't go beyond maybe 950,000. So how are you going to speak to this customer? Explain to this customer, listen to them, let them speak to you first, because the customers will always talk. We give them that chance to talk, but as a business, you don't. Remember, we have the percentage of, we are not supposed to talk more than 7% of the wordings. So you let the customer speak. After the customer has spoken, now calm the customer down, talk to the customer. Now tell them why you can't go beyond that. Tell them the reason why you've come down to 950,000. The customer will be able to listen to you. But what happens in business, we found out that when a customer comes to complain, some yes will complain for the next like 3-4 minutes because of your product, because of no, there's a person who sells cheaper product than you. Just listen to them. And then the next thing, you just speak to them slowly. They listen because they know that you've given us an ear. The customer will be even able to tell you, like, let me make this deposit, and then I'll go and come back and add more over that. Yeah. So that one has really helped. We let the customer speak first, let them speak all of it, and then you chip in. So we also have some customers who are just complainants. These ones also, you just complain them. But once, if you get your training with us, then we are able to give you all the details on how to handle such customers so that they can be able to come into terms with you, maybe your products, or even buy from you as a customer. So they will find that the customer will not complain a lot. Yes, they might come complaining a lot, but then after you speak to them, then they'll go back and just do exactly as you wished for as a business. Thank you, Lucy. I hope I've answered you.
Sorry. Yes, I was actually on mute and I was speaking. Yes, you've answered very well, very exhaustively. You've actually categorized then several types of different types of customers who might complain. And Lillian here is asking further or an additional to the same question. Hi everyone, my name is Lillian. Thank you very much, Vanessa, for such an informative presentation. How do you handle difficult customers that are abusive? Now, this is another level of a client. How do you handle an abusive client?
Okay, in a nutshell of handling an abusive client, one thing we do is make sure that as a business owner or as an employee offering customer care, make sure that you are not always on the top of your voice. We have spoken about tones. Make sure that your tone is not at the same as the client. The client will always come with a high tone. The client will always come with a mind of being abusive. The client will always come with a mind to make sure that they pull you maybe down. But as a business, you should not go to their level. We tell our customers, you don't have to go to the level of an abusive customer. So how do you handle them? One, you listen to them. Let them speak. Don't even answer anything. Listen to them first. Some can even ask you, now you're so quiet, you're not listening to me. You just tell them, I'm listening to you, I want you to finish, and then I'll get back to you. With the tone, the client will be able to calm down. Some years might not want to calm down, but after 1, 2, 3 words you've spoken, then they'll be able to calm down to your level. Now you'll reach to an agreement level where you're all at one level. So from this point, the client will be able now to tell you again their issue or the problem, and then you'll be able to answer them amicably because now you are all at par. So one thing you do is make sure your tone is low. Then the next one, make sure that your facial expression is not of a negative attitude. Always have a positive attitude. That's why we've said that the positive attitudes that you have will either make the client to leave or come in. When as a business, a client comes with an abusive mentality about your products or even the services offered, then you as a business also, you come in with an abusive attitude, then you'll not reach to amicable agreement. Either you lose the customer and then lose also 2 or 3 more. Let's say, for example, the customer came with 10 clients. When the client leaves, the client will leave with this 10 or even more. Because remember that in business, word spread and people know you. You might not know that people know you, but people know who you are. People know what you are selling. They might not buy from you now, but with the kind of good gesture on how you handle your customers, then they'll be able to bring even more customers. So when a client is so abusive, just go down. Some will opt to leave. Some, we always say that some are not there to stay. Some will opt to leave. When you have reached to a point where as a business owner, you've spoken to the client, you've come so low, but the client still doesn't want to listen to you, you give them time. You'll give them time, like maybe some you can give them maybe a day or 2 or 3. Then you come back. You will have to apologize to the client as much as the client is abusive. Just apologize to them and you just keep your cool and let them be. Either the client will stay or will go afterward. Yes.
Fantastic, Vanessa. So what you're telling us now is that as a business owner, you really need to tame, or is it our response to our clients, even the most abusive ones, because they can have a negative repercussion if we were to shout back and all that, because as the saying goes, I think one negative message multiplies 9 times, where one good message just goes to one other person, multiplies like 1, 1, 1. Well, the negative ones, they go like fire. So as a business owner, then what you're advising us, we have to really be tempered in, or rather our emotions. We have to control our emotions to the best, so that we handle even the worst client, the best way possible. Thank you so much for the response. Any other comment here? Perhaps the other question would be, you have agreed on a sale price,
Yes.
and the client has accepted, and maybe you have said these 3, 4, or whatever installments. However, maybe after some, somewhere in between, the client doesn't want to pay the balance. And you want to actually keep this relationship going, and also you want the remainder of your money because the service has already been delivered, or even the product has already been sold and it's already in use. So getting it back is very difficult. I don't know how in the middle of this whole transaction, you're supposed to handle this client, because some can just be, messy clients. How would you handle such a client who is not completing the payment?
The payments. Okay, thank you so much. With the clients who are not doing their payments, we categorize them into different categories because of also of the nature of the business. There are some, if I am to sell this pen or even a book to someone, and then the client has not paid me back, there are some you'll be forced to forgo. At some point, you'll be forced to forgo. But there are some businesses where we say, maybe you'll take the next nature. You followed up with the client for 2, 3, 5 months, 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line. Then that one, you escalate it now to the next level. But remember, you don't have to lose your cool. You don't have to lose the dignity of the business. You still have to treat even this client more delicately, so that the client, as much as the client is on the wrong, the words the client will live with in your company will either make the client to stay or come back next time, as much as the client might be on the wrong. So let's say, for example, you've sold maybe a television to a client. The client has paid half price. Now the client doesn't want to pay the rest of the money. You speak to them, give them a timeline. Make sure that you have a timeline, and the timeline also the client knows that by this and this time, then from this point it escalates to another level. You as a client, as a business owner, you don't have to lose your cool. Remember, you'll always be at a point where you care for this client. Continue with your care as much as the client is owing you, as much as the client is ignoring. Some will even ignore to pay. But there is a rule. There must be an agreement whereby you tell the client has signed that if it reaches such a time, maybe after 1 year or after 6 months, if I will not have gotten my payback, or if you have not cleared the money you are supposed to pay, then it will escalate to the next level. The next level might be you need somebody to come and intervene, or you will need maybe to go to the courts, because some businesses you reach to that level where you take this client to the court. But remember, the relationship should not be broken. How you talk to them, they might have hurt the business, but make sure that you keep your care. You always keep it instant and intact, so that when this client will leave, if they don't even pay you, if you go even to the level of courts, the client will always remember that business person did good to me. That business person did it good to me. Remember, this client, even if it will take 10 years, the client will still remember you and come back at one point. The client will always come back. So there must be procedures. As much as you've spoken to the client and everything, if it reaches, it surpasses the timeline that you have put as a business, then you escalate it to the next level. But remember, as a business, you don't have to lose your cool.
Okay, great. Vanessa? Thank you so much for that response. And Marin is saying, yes, customer care is always important for any business. How do you handle when many customers have been affected? For instance, when a business has many customers complaints at the same time dissatisfied, either at the premises or on social media. Wow, these are different situation. How is that?
Come again.
How do you handle when many customers have been affected? For instance, when a business has many customer complaints at the same time dissatisfied, either at the premises or on social media. So how do you handle those many customers that are affected?
Oh, okay, the many customers, if you have a product and the Facebook, we say that bad things always spread like a wildfire. It's true. With the social media nowadays, something happens, it's all over. On this point, as a business, don't go rushing to try and maybe to cool them down. Don't rush. Because once they post something, it will go viral. And remember, somebody will post something today, somebody's going to post tomorrow, maybe 100 are going to post like in the next 10 minutes. So you take your time and observe the level at which the complaints are moving on. So if you see that the complaints are coming in so many, keep your cool, just hold on, let the complaints come in, give it like a week or two, then now come back and you can now give your opinion, you can apologize. Remember, this is social media, you are apologizing now. When it comes to individual customers, there are those customers that you know. You always have a list of your customers. That's why we started by saying, do you have records for your customers? A customer calls you, wherever you are, even if maybe you are in a matatu, or even you are driving, and then a customer calls you, speak to them. Make sure that the customer's details, you have them. You've kept them. So that when something like this happens, you'll go, you'll select your customers, you'll speak to them individually. Those ones, you'll speak to them individually. Even if it is apologizing, you apologize to them individually. And then now you'll come back to the social media. Remember, you're giving social media time so that when things have cooled down, is when now you do what? Is when now you come, you apologize, and then you give your side, yeah, of whatever happened, a clear picture of what happened. And remember, it is all about apologizing, because a client will not want also a point where you want to justify, yeah, yourself. They will not, a client will not always want that. They will always want you to apologize, how sorry you are over whatever has happened. Recently, I think last week, there's something that happened. One individual, I think a business, something was going on social media, and this thing ran like from last year, December. Now is when the business has come to do what? To apologize. But on the background, the person has been apologizing to individuals, which is a good gesture, and people are accepting it because they gave out the timeline. So I think that this one also has helped, and we are trying also to monitor this business so that we see on the way forward, is it, how are the reaction going to be? How is the business now going to move forward from now this month? We also walk that journey with the client so that we see how the client and the business is going to do. Yes, Lucy, thank you.
Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you so much for that response. I hope, Marin, you got an answer to your, how to handle that social media, you know, when a dissatisfied client goes to social media. I think Vanessa has answered that well. Any other comments, question I know we are past time with 5 minutes, but we can still maybe allow for one more question.
Okay.
However, if there are none, as mentioned earlier, we are going to upload this recording onto our portal, and we will send a link to everybody who registered, so that if you are late or someone didn't attend yet they had registered, they should be able to watch this where it will be uploaded. Yes. Otherwise, it was a very informative session. I would like to thank Vanessa very much for that wonderful presentation on how to take care of our customers.
Thank you.
And do you have anything else to say, Vanessa?
Yes. What I'd like to say is, one, we do have trainings, and also as a consultant on customer care, you can reach out to us. We are on all social media as Lilac Customer Care Services. And also for today's PowerPoint presentations, I'll be able to share with Madam Lucy, and she will also be able to share with you for that.
Yes.
Yes.
Everything will be emailed, and the link there, this will be uploaded, plus the presentation itself, the PowerPoint will be uploaded somewhere, so that the participants can actually have a look at the presentation. At the same time, they can also listen to this presentation again. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Cheers. So everything now is good. I think we have come to the end of this particular session right now. We are having another session at 4 p.m., which you're invited. You can still register using the same website, beunlimitedafrica.com, and we meet at 4 p.m. Otherwise, I'd like to bring this particular session to a close. Thank you so much for attending. Thanks so much, Vanessa, for such a wonderful presentation. Let's meet at 4 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you too. Say goodbye.
It's a goodbye for everyone for now.
Goodbye.